Hello everybody, I'm going to show you guys how to build your Blackboard course from start to finish. So we're going to go ahead and start at our Blackboard screen. So we will want to log in first with our credentials. We can get there by just typing ol.baker.edu for our environment. You can also get there by going to our webpage, www.baker.edu, and then just simply clicking on the Blackboard link in the top left-hand corner. So once your credentials are in, if you have the My Course module listed, any of the courses that you're teaching will be listed here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a course called Connecting Networks right here. Your course names will be different, of course. And so we start first, we have this welcome students. So they should already be loaded in there. So we're going to want to change this message right away. So let's go ahead and click on Edit. And then we're just going to go ahead and change the black text here for starters. So I'm going to say, welcome to CSC 421 CC. Actually, this is 241 Connecting Networks. Replace the bold. I am Ruben, and I'll be your instructor for this course. Class begins. So because classes start next week, I'm just going to look at my calendar real quick, and I can see that the classes will start next Tuesday for me, so that's going to be April 5th. So I'm just going to change that to April 2016. I can be reached, and then what we recommend is you just put in your Baker College email at this location right here. And that is pretty much all you have to do. You could change this not date restricted to date if you wanted to. You could send a copy so students know that you are ready to go with your course. I'm just going to click submit, and that changes this default message on the screen. The next best thing to do is just follow this menu along the left-hand side. So if you're running a generic course that's not UBD developed, your menu probably is going to look similar to this one here on the left. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Start here. This right here is only something that you as the faculty member can see. First thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add our syllabus. So we're just going to a lot of these things, again, if you don't see the little drop down, just hover over it and you'll see the little drop down appear. If for some reason it does not appear, I've seen this happen before, edit mode may be turned off. So we can go ahead and click that to turn it off, and you'll notice there's no way to add anything. Just click on right there for edit mode, and you should have full rights to add your syllabus and such. So just go ahead and click edit. And then you're going to want to browse your computer for the location for the syllabus. So I have mine on a USB drive. And right there's my syllabus. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it. We added the browse computer, we added as attachment. When it's done, you should see it pull right up in there. I'm going to go ahead and right click and open in a new tab to make sure the right syllabus loaded for my course, which it did, so it's all good there. So go ahead and close that out. The next thing we want to add is the student learning outcomes. If for some reason you don't know where these are at, you can find them on the solar system or my Baker. I'll create future videos for showing you where to find these items. And I would remove this add student learning outcomes here and click submit. And we should probably also remove this here. Students will add faculty. Yeah, students don't need to see that. So we're going to go ahead and click submit there. So right now we got a good start. We've gone in and we've edited the announcement, and we've also added the syllabus and the student learning outcomes. The next thing that we're going to want to do is head to faculty information. Of course, we could hit announcements if we wanted to add anything new for our class. You can do that based on what you want to send them prior to your class meeting when it starts up. But we do want to add a faculty information. When we go in here, you'll see no items found. So what we want to do is we want to create a contact. Title's not required. Matter of fact, the only thing required in here is email address. That's what that little orange asterisk means. But I go ahead and I add my name in here, my email address. And you could also add in a work phone if you want to, for them to contact you. Of course, office location and any hours that you may be available. I'm just going to go ahead and click submit. Now, one key thing here to be aware of, if you just click submit like I did, students cannot see this yet because it says item is not available. So I want to show you how you fix that in case it happens to you. So you're going to click edit. And this could have been done before we clicked submit before, but I just wanted to show you what happens. We want to click this make profile available and change that to yes. You could even add a picture of yourself if you wanted to by clicking browse. It supports JPEG, GIF, and things like that as well. So make the profile available, and now students can see exactly what they need to here. The next thing to set up is discussion board. Right now, nothing is found in here. To create a discussion board, we just create forum, and each week you're probably going to want a particular discussion board. So here's week 1 discussion board. We do want it available for students. Any instructions you want the students to have here, you will post your information for the week 1 discussion board. Of course, if you had any additional instructions, things like that, you would place them as well right there. We usually recommend the option that participants must create a thread in order to view the threads in this forum. This is like a little security thing. So that way you don't have students looking at other students' posts to come up with their posts. They kind of have it on, they have to come up with it on their own. So in order for them to see any other posts, they have to post theirs first. I highly recommend that you grade the discussion boards, and so that's where you would do this, grade discussion board forum, however many points possible. So this may be a 15-point assignment. We don't have to worry about anything else, so you would just simply click submit. If we wanted to add a rubric, we could as well. That will be in future videos as well, and there's some things already posted under the Baker College EdTech guides on adding rubrics to your courses. So I can see here I have a discussion board. Student tools is the next thing. We can see here various student tools. Nothing that we have to do at this point for setting up this course. ARC library, where you would find library resources that would open in a new page. So just going to click the back button there. We got a really good start on this course right now. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set up the grade center. So there's a couple ways to get to this. You could hit this little drop down and choose full grade center, or with just one click, there's this little tiny gray arrow right here. It also takes you to the full grade center, and I like to keep it nice and clean like this. So we just simply clean this up a little bit. So we're going to remove the student ID because, of course, we can't see anything there. If you care about when your students last went into your course, you could go ahead and leave that. I don't really care about that much. So they all are in the course active every week. Availability, they're all available, so there's really no good reason to see that. So we're going to hide that from instructor view as well. I don't recommend weighted totals, so everything should be a total based on 1,000 points for a 10-week course at this point in time. So we're going to go ahead and just delete the weighted total. And so we have a good start. We have our total. Remember, we have our 1 discussion board. Any assignment that you link directly to the grade center, you build an assignment. So things like the Blackboard discussion boards or a weekly assignment, they will automatically appear in the grade center for you. So we can see we got week 1 discussion board worth 15 points. We can also see that the total is worth 15 points. That's the sum of all the assignments that you have in the grade center. The next thing we probably want to add is for students to see the percentage that they have in the class. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to create a calculated column, total column. And I will call this one just current percentage. Primary display will change to percentage. And then all we got to do is just click submit. So now this will be just like the total. If they have 93%, it will show up here and it would be like 93 points right there, whatever points they had, or if they had 14 out of 15. The next thing I'd like to add also is let the students know where they're at currently grade-wise in the class. So we're going to do a calculated total column again. We're just simply going to call this one current grade. If your Blackboard shell has been refreshed, you should have a variety of different displays here. Because I teach in the technical division, we just use the standard grading scale. However, if you teach in the health science area, you may want the health science grading scale. So we're just going to click standard grading scale, click submit. Now what's going to happen is the student will see where they're at percentage, where their current grade is, and how many total possible points. You're probably going to want these to be all lined up left to right. So I'm going to show you how to do that with the Manage button. So we can do Manage Column Organization. And then you can simply drop and drag these fields around and then click Submit. This is how students see it from a top-down view. And I can kind of show you that by if we go to Student View, it shows you how the students see it. So to get to student preview, we use this little button right here. It says entering student preview. And I could go like I was a student, and then students would get to their grades by clicking on my grades. And I could see possible, I have one assignment, 15 points. My total points, if I had a sum of points, the percentage, and the grade. So I'm going to go ahead and exit preview. Ask you what you want to do with that data. I'm just going to go ahead and delete anything I might have done, which of course I didn't do anything at this point in time. Go back again to the full grade center. We can see things are looking pretty well. You may need to add some more assignments to your grade center. To do that, you would create columns. So let's say you had a test. Maybe this was test 1 or chapter 1 test, I'm going to call it. This test may have a possible points of 20 points. You could choose what you want the display to be. So score is based on points. So if you grade and you hand students back an assignment and you like to do it based on points, so they got 18 out of 20 points, you would leave it as a score. If you put in things as a percentage, so they took a test and they got 95%, then I would recommend setting up the primary display as percentage. I would not recommend using secondary display at all. Students do not see secondary displays. So really that just kind of clogs up your view of the grade center. Students don't see that. So there's no value in letting them see a score plus a percentage. Just show them how you would enter the grade. So you're just going to go ahead and click submit. Nothing else that you need to do. So now I've got a chapter 1 test and I have the discussion board. The other ways that we get assignments within the Grade Center is by using weekly folders. So this is the other area that you have to set up. By default, you should have folders for all of the weeks. So we'll just go into one of the folders. You could add assignments. So anything that is not linked to the Grade Center is going to be a build content item. And I could add items, I could add folders. Maybe I have a week 1 homework sheet that I want to add. And right there is how we would add that. If I want something to link to the Grade Center, this is going to be under the Assessments tab. So to add something to the Grade Center, I'm going to go to Assessments, Assignment, and I'm going to say Week 1 Homework. Add your Week 1 homework to this link. And you would put in how many points this assignment's worth. You could add a rubric if you wanted to, and then you just click submit. Now what we can see here, I want to show you a difference. An item that does not have a ruler is not a graded item. So this week 1 homework sheet's not a graded item. It's only just for the students' purposes to view the assignment. Something that has the ruler means that this is a graded assignment. If it's a graded assignment, it automatically adds to the grade center. So now I can see that this week 1 homework link has appeared in the grade center. So I hope this has helped you build your Blackboard classes. If you have any questions at all for me, feel free to reach out to me. Happy to help. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.